Welcome to the AON Rundown, and our second of two shows reviewing the past year in AON action.
Plus, we're going to have results from Nothing Left to Lose in Evansburg. Great show.
And I believe we have a video from the man who is finally free, Mr. Kes Edison.
There he is.
And Randall Fairway, after Randall's dastardly desertion from Project 13.
Well, we don't know the story behind that. Yes, apparently it looks like former Pennsylvania champion has jumped ship and aligned himself with our AON General Manager, Samantha Sanders, as her representative in the huge main event for this Saturday's War for Territory 4.
But before all of that, we need to finish bringing everyone up to speed as to, what's going on leading up to War for Territory. And we'll do that right after this commercial break.
Let's hurry up, he still thinks it's January.
What?
Okay, when we left off last week, Kes was just kidnapped and we had a new AON Pennsylvania champion.
Right, X. And no statement had been made by Kes or the cartel, for that matter, until the news broke that the infamous AON murderer, who had been reported to be Connor Lee Denny, a former associate of ISP and the broker during the days of the Empire, and who also helped cement the deal that got ISP his new contract within the company, had been captured and killed by the cartel during a raid on his compound when the cartel went to go question him about his involvement in the murders of Alex Norway and the broker.
Cartel is proud to announce that we have apprehended and detained and killed Connor Lee Denny in a fierce battle at his estate, where he tried to shield himself with his wife. After we tried to defend ourselves, we had to eliminate Mr. Connor Lee Denny, and then we dumped his body in the Juniata River, where he is now laid rest in peace.
Samantha Sanders, along with Mr. Edison and other AON staff who witnessed the event through a portable camera and live feed in a situational room, saw the most treacherous murderer in AON history come to his demise at the hands of the cartel.
As Thunder Cup 2011 approached, Colin Blair and the cartel were set to make history now that Kes was out of the way. Blair easily advanced into the Thunder Finals for the second year in a row, and he would go on to face two Empire members in Black Lightning and C4. However, at the contract signing, the only owner present for Thunder was none other than Otis P. Hellenbach, who stated to Colin Blair that the AON brass would only allow Colin to wrestle only one of the two matches, either face Shane Malice for the PA Championship or wrestle in the Thunder Cup Finals. Israel Sharif Fakor, who was present at the signing, told Colin that they both could make history when Blair wins his second Thunder Cup, being the first to do so. And if ISP had Blair's blessing, ISP would go on to face Malice for the PA Championship and become the first three-time heavyweight champion. Blair begrudgingly signed the contract for the Thunder Cup Finals, in which he went on to win his second Thunder Cup in back-to-back years, and the first wrestler in AON history to be a two-time Thunder Cup champion, whereas ISP was defeated by Shane Malice in his PA title opportunity.
That's clothesline. Uh-oh. Strength
Got him
of
up.
Shane Malice coming
Got
down.
him up for that TKO-like maneuver. Went for it. Nope. Oh, nice roll through. Nice schoolboy by.
Got the tights.
One. No, wait a minute.
His hand was on
Squeeb
the bottom
saw
rope.
that he had the tights.
And his hand was
Whoa!
on the bottom rope.
I got a funny feeling Mr. Squibowski might be the next kidnap victim if he doesn't watch out. Oh!
Count your teeth.
That's it! Squeeb holding on to him.
Tosses him back in.
He's out cold.
Oh,
What's he gonna go for, the Devastator?
There's that destroyer. Double arm destroyer. Go on. 1, 2, 3. And that's just how Shane won the belt.
As we've been seeing, this has upset both Colin Blair and ISP, and they've had some serious public words over their tiff, culminating with ISP challenging Blair to a match at War for Territory, which was made official by the combination of AC Norway and Kes Edison.
which brought us up to blood, sweat, and tears in our first ever show in Roaring Spring.
Guys, in lieu of highlights, and in the interest of time, we're going to just show you the results of the card in Evansburg, and here they are.
Now, as we saw last week, AON co-owner Kes Edison announced the main event, which is this. The 4 AON executives have each chosen a representative, and the winner of that match gets the PA Championship, and that executive gets full ownership of the AON. Kes Edison, of course, has AON Pennsylvania champion Shane Malice. Cousin Otis P. Hellenbach has James Ford. AC Norway has backed Bam Bam Hassel, and in both a surprising and a big slap in the face of the project, General Manager has chosen Randall Fairway. So Kes, obviously very upset, as well he should be, had some words for Randall Fairway, and in fact, I think we're going to get to those.
Have a bully bling, it'll make you feel better.
No, it won't,
Yeah, well,
but it'll help.
they'll put hair on your chest.
Randall Fairway. I've had a rough couple months, and I don't need you aligning yourself with Samantha Sanders. I don't know what exactly you're thinking there. I don't know if it's jealousy because Shane Malice is in that match, and Shane Malice is the AON Pennsylvania champion. I don't know if it's shame because you lost your title to Justin Starr. Well, I'll tell you one thing, son. If you stand in my way, I will roll over you. Do not show up at War for Territory.
All or Nothing Wrestling would like to take this time to thank our sponsors for their continued support.
All right, as promised, we have the complete War for Territory 4 card, and just like last year, we're going to make our predictions. So here we go. First up, we have Psycho Fusion taking on Adam Nostikoff. Now we also Psycho cost the Cartel in Evansburg, and now Nostikoff wants a bit of revenge. Guys, your takes.
Well, I'll tell you what. You don't want to mess with a man like Adam Nostikoff. I mean, I think the three of us can actually agree on that. He's a big man. He's rather intimidating, rather powerful.
The Russian bear.
Yeah, I think he's actually eaten several in his motherland.
He is pretty hairy.
Shorts.
However, Psycho Fusion, unpredictable. I mean, for crying out loud, he reverted back to his old mask. The guy's crazy.
He's also the Wrestler of the Year.
Now,
Exactly.
The real Psycho Fusion finally made his appearance again.
Oh, shut up. They don't call him Psycho for nothing, so this is a tough one. I'm going to have to go with Psycho Fusion.
Mike Edwards?
Well, there's obviously no question. There's no love lost between myself and Adam Nostikoff.
No.
After all, they kidnapped me for 2-3 months. Left you
It was
days
like
in
a
charge.
month.
But either way, you've got once again, he's a Russian bear and he wears very tiny tights. That is scary. Psycho
Rather
Fusion,
intimidating, yeah.
Yeah, Psycho Fusion, on the other hand, has another Psycho Fusion running around. A fake Psycho. Not to mention that Psycho Fusion
Get
has
to the point, Edith Bunker.
many, many voices in his head. So it's like a handicap match. I'm going to take all the Psycho Fusions against Adam Nostikoff.
There's only one Psycho
There's
Fusion.
only one Psycho,
Just
and he
one.
will be victorious. I pick Psycho Fusion
Wow.
to defeat Adam Nostikoff. A big triple threat match for the AON Television Championship. Sherrod Hall originally scheduled a singles match against Black Lightning, and we saw in
right here.
Evansburg,
Yeah.
Cousin Otis changed that.
Well, as you could see, the tension between Black Lightning and Sherrod Hall here on the set a couple of weeks ago was, you could cut it with a knife. Now you add John McGraw into the mix?
As we now know that John McGraw and Black Lightning, they're not on the same page.
No, they're not. That's going to work against Black Lightning. I'm going to have to go. Wow. Another tough one. Sherrod, I apologize. You know I got your back, and I love the purple stuff and everything like that, but I'm thinking John McGraw might have the advantage here, so I'm sorry, big man. I'm going to have to go with McGraw. Plus, he nearly put me through the wall, and I don't want to anger the man anymore. So.
I think it's very smart of Cousin Otis. You have 2 chances of bringing the title back to the Empire.
Very good.
How intelligent is that? That shows you why he's Cousin Otis, why he's in charge of the Empire.
But how much longer is Black Lightning going to be a part of the Empire if he keeps this kind of chicanery up?
Sherrod Hall is outnumbered. You want to know my pick for this one? I'm picking Black Lightning. Reason why? He's the smaller of the 2 men. While those 2 big goons are clobbering each other, he's going to slip in and sneak in and take the win.
You called John McGraw a goon?
Of course not. Just Sherrod.
No. You said these 2.
Apparently, we are all just completely different. Sherrod Hall's retaining.
Oh, what did he say?
Sherrod Hall's retaining the television title.
After he walks across the street with women.
I'd like to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay. Well, another matchup we saw signed in Roaring Spring. Nomad Marcus Cage challenged Justin Starr, and he accepted. And this is after all the attention Bobby Frapples has been giving one Rising Star.
Well, I think the Rising Star is going to rise to the occasion again. Nomad may have bitten off a little bit more than he can chew. He's totally distracted, infatuated with Bobby Frapples, concerned because she might or might not have cancer. Who knows? Gonna give it to Justin Starr.
Oh, what a surprise. Justin Starr.
Oh, what a surprise.
I don't understand why she is so infatuated with Justin Starr. After all, I mean, it's illegal. He's only 12. He's still a minor.
And how old are you?
Old enough to know better.
Yeah, I know.
And now I'm picking Marcus the Nomad Cage. He's got the experience, and he doesn't mind beating up on little boys if he has to win a match.
And he's got Bobby Frapples, and I understand
Without the
Can I
with
make
the whole
my pick?
cancer thing, he's got motivation to win the match for her honor.
You
What
want
do
Bobby?
want?
You want
I want
Bobby
to make my
Frapples, don't you?
pick. I want to make my pick. Can I make my pick?
Oh, if you have to.
The Rising Star,
Justin Starr.
will defeat Marcus the Nomad Cage.
Big surprise.
My favorite match of the year, the big annual War for Territory Rumble match. Guys, 1 man enters every different interval, every man for himself. Winner gets a title shot at the PA champion, whoever that may be, at Autumn Massacre in October.
Well, let's see if we can get. I mean, none of us got this one right last year.
I was the closest. Eric Hassel made it to the Final Four.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, who did you pick again?
I picked Coma Clayton.
No, that's right. You picked the Humpkin.
Hey, that was a good choice. I'll pick first. I'm
Why
going to
not?
go out on a limb here. Akiba is going to win the Rumble.
What?
Yes, Akiba. Oh, yes.
That's a worse pick than Michael Morton.
Well, you picked Morton.
The Bucka
The guy.
Hey, you can't
half
say
an
bucka
eggshell?
bucka bucka on this show.
Guy that half an eggshell? You're picking Amoeba?
I'm picking Akiba.
Close enough.
Edwards.
Sorry, Eric.
For once, I can't believe I actually agree with you on that pick. That is a terrible.
Oh, you're picking Akiba too?
No, that is a terrible pick. I'm agreeing with Drew. That's a terrible pick. Boy, so many great athletes to pick. Who would you pick?
Who would I pick?
Yeah.
I believe the Man-Child's in this, correct?
Yes, he is.
I'm going to go with the Man-Child. I think this is Man-Child's year. Man-Child is going to go all the way, and I believe the winner of the Rumble, doesn't that have implications?
He already said that.
He already said that.
PA Championship match in Autumn Massacre in October.
I'm sorry. I was distracted by the Bully Bling energy drink available at bullyblingenergy.com. Man-Child.
I think Man-Child is going to be a target. The problem is he's the biggest man in there. Everybody's going to double, triple, quadruple, whatever they can to get this guy over the top rope. He's too big of a target, in my opinion. I'm going to go with a guy like a Zach Rain. He's going to be hard to catch. He's going to be hard to get a hold of. You throw him over the top rope, he's going to grab a hold of it, slide back into the ring. I just think he's got the speed advantage, and I think he's got the endurance to go the entire match. I'm picking Zach Rain.
It's funny he mentioned Zach Rain. He's in singles action, a strap match against the all-natural C4. What a matchup this is going to be. And we also, with C4 and Black Lightning did during Zach and Jeremy Hassel's match at Blood, Sweat, and Tears back in Roaring Spring last month.
Exactly, and Zach Rain is going to want a little bit of a method of revenge against C4. Strap match, yeah, this one's going to...
Mine. Strap match, the rules are simple. 2 men are attached by a leather strap. The way to win, the only way to win in a strap match is to touch all 4 turnbuckles in succession. So which means if you get 2 and he drags you away, you got to start all over again. Very interesting rules, no DQ match.
And I think I know who you're going to pick, so we might as well just say it in unison.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3. Zach Rain.
The strap.
The strap?
What?
The strap will be the one that walks out. No matter who touches the four corners, it's going to win.
I want my picture to be Zach Rain. I think the solution gets the victory.
Yeah. I'm going with Zach.
I hate to say it, Zach. I respect you, but C4 has the strength advantage to drag him around the ring.
What?
So that's why my pick is going to be Zach Rain.
Okay. All right. This is a huge
Clean sweep.
matchup. We've been seeing the promos back and forth between these two. It's a grudge match. Israel Sharif Fakour, the leader of the cartel, steps in against Colin Blair. Guys, we see these guys going back and forth for weeks now. This is going to be, in my opinion, one of the best matches of the year. Just
I
because.
have a lot of respect for both these men.
As do I.
And we have a final message from ISP, and when we come back, we'll show our predictions.
Fear is a form of pain, anticipating the arrival of someone like myself. My name is Israel Sharif Fakour, and this shall be my final transmission from my compound in Iran. Mr. Colin Blair, this is a personal message to you, my friend, that my existence is still aboard. After I cost you the PA Heavyweight Championship, you send in an airstrike to my compound in Iran, knowing I be no home. Yet you bomb out my wives, you bomb out my children, and no, you have not taken responsibility, though I know it was you. Mr. Colin Blair, August 20th, at the Waterford Territory 4, my friend, I will release a personal jihad against you and any British citizen that is in my path. You have opened up the puzzle box, my friend. I will not pray for you. Allah will not save the Queen, nor will He save you from Israel Sharif Fakour. Assalamu alaikum.
All right, Mike Edwards, pick Colin Blair or Israel Sharif Fakour.
No surprise, I don't really like either one of these guys that much.
What a shock. Neither of us do.
ISP, what he's done to me, what he's done to Cass Edison, his niece. Colin Blair aligned himself with the cartel for the longest time. I have, though, the utmost respect for both these men. Colin Blair, two-time Thunder Cup champion. The stuff he does in the ring is unbelievable. You have to see him in action for yourself to believe what he can do.
Especially live.
But ISP, undefeated at War for Territory. He is a wrestler's wrestler,
That is true.
constant professional, and a great ring general. He knows where he's at all times in that ring.
Let's see him live too.
And as much as I hate to say it, I really hate to say it, I think that ISP takes it over Colin Mockery.
Colin Mockery.
Colin Blair.
Colin Blair.
Not
Him
Colin.
too.
That's the, yeah.
That's
He
the
can
guy
take
from-
on both of them. He's still going to win.
That's the guy from Who's
Anyway.
Drew Shannon.
You know what? You bring up
That was design too.
seriously. You bring up some very good points. Colin Blair, consummate professional. Anytime you watch any of his matches, it's basically a clinic. If you are an up and coming, want to learn the sport, you have to watch Colin Blair's matches. And the same right, you have to watch ISP's matches as well. Both of these guys are top-notch athletes, and they are good at what they do. Colin Blair may have bitten off a little more than he can chew, just for the simple fact that, well, he kind of bombed ISP's home. So,
Let's not forget, AC will be the special guest referee for that
Throw
match.
that monkey wrench in there.
well, you know what?
The former Andrew Brominated.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. I'm gonna have to go with ISP in this. Colin,
stacked in his
I'm
favor.
sorry. I'm still kind of one of the colonists, but ISP, he's a man incensed. He's enraged. Going with ISP.
Nice shirt. Guys, I'm going to have to agree with you. Israel Sharif Akour, undefeated, defeating Kes Edison last year. I do not like you personally, Israel Sharif Akour, but I respect you.
Get off your soapbox now. Let's get to the
I'm
next
off my
match.
soapbox. The Psychotic Assassins get to cash in on the #1 contendership to win the AON Tag Team Championship. What'd they do? They won that against C4 and Black Lightning, the Stealth Mob Dynasty
Yep.
in Roaring Spring.
Well, I think that the Psychotic Assassins definitely have an advantage. I mean, they're hungry. They want those belts back. But I'm not quite sure. You know what? I'm going to give it the Psychotic Assassins. The tag team of Coma Clayton and NJ Syndicate, Slip Indicate. Yeah, they won the match. They won the tag belts back in Roaring Spring. Still, I don't know, still kind of getting used to each other and stuff like that. I don't know. Psychotic Assassins, they've been champs before. I think they might have it this time. Sorry, guys.
The big question here, how is somebody like Coma Clayton going to be able to suplex the man chop? How's he going to be able to put on that Coma clutch? I don't even think he can get his arms around his neck. Look how short his arms are. He's like this when he walks around the ring.
How's NJ Syndicate going to do that?
NJ's not going to be able to get up high enough to deliver that scissors kick. Psychotic Assassins, unpredictable. Nobody knows how strong that kid is. I mean, Manchaw doesn't even know how strong he is. I got to give the edge and the advantage to the Psychotic Assassins. And I'm still a fan of Manchaw.
I agree. Psychotic Assassins will be the new AON Tag Team Champions at War for Territory 4. Not that I don't love NJ and Coma.
But you know,
The biggest match of the year. 4-way match. AC Norway representing his man, which is
Bam
Bam
Bam.
Hassel. So many guys. We have Kes Edison representing the Pennsylvania champion Shane Malice. Otis P. Hallenbach representing James Ford. And in the shocker, our general manager, Samantha Sanders, will be represented by Randall, the Ringmaster Fairway.
Traitor.
And the winner
I respected you.
gets 100% control.
And the Pennsylvania Championship.
Wow, it's all on the line. Everything is up for grabs. Guys, this is a big one. Make your picks.
This is a big one. Samantha Sanders may have backed the right pony on this one. I mean, she's not an idiot.
She isn't? Cartel did all the work for her.
Be that as it may. You know what? Randall Fairway's had some time off. He's had some time to relax, sort things through. He's going to come back a ball of fire, and I'm thinking that Randall Fairway will be your new PA heavyweight champion.
Wow.
And Samantha Sanders is going to be our new boss.
Mike Edwards.
I got to stick with, I mean, there's some great athletes, don't get me wrong. And Otis, no disrespect. But I got to stick with Kes Edison because it's going to be the best interest of this company that he becomes 100% owner and that Shane Malice remain champion. I got to stick with the project. Even though Randall Fairway has turned his back on us, the project is still united. In Shane, we stand.
Now it's my turn, guys.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but I think Bam Bam Hassel will be victorious at War for Territory. And our new owner will be none other than Alex O'Norway's son, Andrew Chase Norway.
Dear Lord, no.
I have this feeling Bam Bam, he's hungry. He's lost the title last year at On a Massacre. It's almost been a year later. Why not win it back at the granddaddy of them all. I hate to say it, but I think Bam Bam Hassel.
Although not very happy with what ISP did to Colin Blair, so he may be looking to bring that to the cartel.
But wait a second, if AC Norway becomes the 100% owner, does that mean that we all get a free bucket of chicken in the dressing room?
No, it means we're all fired.
There it is, gentlemen and fans, the card for this Saturday's War for Territory 4 at the Blair County Convention Center during the big Mampo event.
Guys, I'm not making a bunch of hoopla or talking this up, but seriously, I mean, I'm going to get serious. I only take the glasses off when I'm serious, okay? War for Territory 4 is going to be unbelievable. This is going to be the biggest card in AON history, and you do not want to miss this event for anything in the world. War for Territory 4, August 20th, Blair County Convention Center. Get your tickets now.
I didn't realize Drew had such beady little eyes. This is where it all ends and begins again. Superstars are made at this event, and you will not see a bigger, more exciting sports entertainment event than War for Territory 4. Be there. I promise you, you'll have the time of your life. Bring your friends, bring your children, bring your friends' children, bring children that aren't yours, bring friends that aren't yours.
Wait.
War for Territory is the event of the year.
Wouldn't that be kidnapping?
Yeah, and kidnapping's wrong.
No, it's not. And you will not be sorry you came. Hey, those people you bring along, they won't be sorry you brought them either. They're your new friends now.
Plus, the one ticket price gets you into the Mampo event with live bands, a Madden pull, a no-gi grappling tournament. Did I say that right?
You said that right.
All right, and car racing, slot car racing. Not just car racing, but slot car racing.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Movies and lots of fun.
Plus, I'll be broadcasting live.
You will?
I will.
All right. We'll be holding our first ever fan access event from 4 till 6 p.m. on the day of War for Territory 4. You can get autographs, pictures, even challenge the AON Superstars to Raw versus SmackDown, where the AON Superstars will wrestle against you, the fans, with their own created images of themselves. You can even wrestle against us.
But only on SmackDown versus Raw, because after all, X can't wrestle.
Hey,
Well, sorry, man, but we're not wrestlers.
whatever.
I
But
had the
seriously,
best move
folks, you need to come to the Blair County Convention Center this Saturday. Oh my goodness. Information available, AONWrestling.com, also at themanpo.com.
Are you excited, Axe?
I've been waiting for it.
Edwards?
I'm drinking energy drinks just to stay awake for it.
I'm pumped. I
We are
cannot wait.
excited.
We are out of time. We will see you this Saturday. War for Territory 4 at the Blair County Convention Center.
Be there.
Amen for AON.
What happened this past weekend in Roaring Springs was a bunch of bollocks. And I've had a bloody migraine ever since ISP cost me the AON Championship once again. To all the members in the cartel, if there was any doubt in any of your minds about what ISP is all about, this past weekend should have laid it all to rest. ISP cares nothing for any of the cartel members. He only cares about himself. And that bloody wanker is scared. He's scared that I was up and coming, and I was taking the cartel by the reins, and I was getting ready to lead the cartel to greatness. He was scared that he was out of the spotlight, and he had to cost me the AON Championship. Now, as far as you accusing me of retaliating and blowing up your compound there in Iran, it wasn't me, mate. You knew that I'm not capable of that, and you know that that's not my style. You know it was bound to happen though. I mean, all the countless training exercises you're conducting there on a daily basis, and all the explosives that you have stored there. It was bound to happen, mate. When I said for you to keep all the ah la 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 boom at home with you, I did not mean literally, mate. You know, all of us, we all know what you and your kind are capable of. Explosions and destruction. But now, the real question is, ISP. Are you capable of gathering up the pieces of your life and rebuilding? Because the war on terror is on, mate. And I just signed up. And with or without the cartel, I will destroy you. Because I'm the bloody best. And there isn't a damn thing that you can do about it.